Hello and welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. So this is no thing with 71 hours on it. I completed that playthrough. The only thing different from where I left off here and here is that I am not in the camp anymore. We'll need this later for a certain character. And here we go. Owlbear is dead. Ooh. Oh.
That'll fit in my pack. An owlbear egg. These are supposed to be worth a fortune.
Okay, so it's the pickaxe for now. Oh no! But wait! Yeah, the goblin scimitar is basically the same as the regular scimitar. But I'm gonna be using the goblin one for now. Hold on. Yeah, I knew you could do that, Astarion.
Another shrine to another god.
Seluna statue in a stinking cave. Hardly a place of honor.
Alright.
Yes.
This thing won't yield its contents easily.
What's that?
Alright. Just flip them
Just an old
maybe
friend.
things. Okay, let me see. How do you open Gilder chest?
Chest's unlocked. My prayers are answered.
Oh! Wow!
You should leave it, or even destroy it if possible. This rubbish is. Do not trifle with that moon witch
Oops.
or her trinkets. Only trouble will follow.
I'll do as I please. So while we were camped out, the Arrowbear mother was killed. Don't worry, we'll find the Arrowbear baby soon enough.
Do not trifle with that moon witch or her trinkets. Only trouble will follow.
Okay, so let's keep reloading. I think I just got inspiration for Shar.
Do not trifle with that moon witch or her trinkets. Only
Yeah.
Fine. Perhaps you could. Hearts. Worthless.
Anything else here? I don't exactly need a person of animal speak. Well, that's this little place finished. Other than that dirt mound.
Lozelle, how would you punish someone who wronged you?
Wrong me how?
Oh, say, murder or theft?
Killing is good. It culls the weak. Her past will be painfully, 1,000 times over.
Good to know.
Fish.
Your sour face is tiring, Shadowheart. By all means leave if I am so distasteful.
I'd rather not turn my back on you, if it's all the same.
Whee!
Feed if you must, Astarion. But give me so much as a hungry look, and I'll drive a stake through your heart.
I do so very like spicy food. So, you and Lozelle. Seems tanned.
Please don't remind me. But keep your guard up with her.
Note.
Don't mind if I do.
Keep moving, stranger. Quietly.
What happened
I
here?
told you to go.
Calm friend, I mean you no harm. I really do mean you no harm. So please let me do this to ya.
There's death in your scent, but not in your words. Still, you should go. My friend is injured. He needs rest.
It's noble to protect one of your clan, but he's gone.
He's not my clan. He's my friend. Of course he will. And then we'll return home.
Come on, you can travel with
No.
me if you like.
I won't leave him.
If he doesn't wake up, follow my scent. I have a
If it
camp.
comes to that, I may. Thank you.
Pressing the knot, soft letter, soft letter. Alright, what's the title of my stream again? Okay. Okay. Okay, I was just checking the title of my stream. I forgot what it was.
Do you have someone waiting for you in Baldur's Gate style? A sweetheart, perhaps?
No sweethearts. Oh. I
Hey, come with us. Are you alright?
Me? Never been better.
Are you sure?
Oh, fuck me. It's you, from the Nautiloid. Please tell me I found you before those so-called Paladins of Tyr did.
I haven't met any Tyrans lately, no.
Good. Great. Glad I don't have to kill you.
A great heat roars through you. Her heat, fiery as the hells. Then you're lost in visions of demonic armies as you tear through a landscape of fire and blood. The Blood War. You saw it from above as the Nautiloid passed through Avernus. This woman was on the front line.
What was that?
It's the tadpole in our heads. It connects us. Actually, no, you're a devil then. A soldier in the Blood War.
Not by choice. I'm a good skull crusher, but I never wanted to serve Zariel. From that peek I got into your head, I'm not the only one with problems on top of problems. A mind flayer tadpole, huh? And no joy getting it sorted as of yet, I see. I'm Karlak. And you are?
I'm Kiryu.
Well met, soldier. Now that we're old pals, how would you feel about helping me kill some evil bastards? A little background, if your moral compass needs something to point at. You already know I fought in the Blood War. I was good at killing demons. Really good. So good, Zariel, the archdevil herself, made me her personal attack dog. I played along until I could get the fuck out of there. Took me 10 years to properly escape, but now I'm free. Zariel sent goon after goon to hunt me down. But believe me when I tell you, I'm not going. The latest yappy little dogs she sicked on me are nearby. A group of dopes posing as Paladins of Tyr. Want to help me take them down?
Let's send them back to where they came from.
Fuck yes. They cornered me outside the toll house just up the hill. Doubt they've gone far after the scorching I gave them. After we've mopped them up, we can work on evicting this parasite and take Faerun by the short hairs. Sound good?
A warrior who winks at her foes while she slays them. You'd be a fool to refuse her.
Sounds like a great plan.
I'd hug you if it wouldn't scorch your skin off. Hang on, though. Looks like you've got enough backup at your side. Not sure there's room for me. I'll catch up with you when it's time to camp for now. But don't get to any of the fun stuff without me. Got it?
Wonder when it opens.
Shadow. Such a pretty name for such a beautiful flower.
Could you not stare so blatantly in my neck when you say that, please?
Oh, but do keep calling her flower. She'll love
Know what, Fanara Sterion?
Not plus. I appreciate any. Darling, I'm hurt. It sounds.
Soldier? Yeah, let's go straight there. Whatever those fucks are getting up to, it's nothing good. Just to say, by the way, they're not really paladins. Lackeys of the Archdevil playing dress-up as paladins of Tyr. No honor among devils.
So how did you end up fighting in the Blood War?
Trust me, I'll tell you all about it after we take care of the goons on my tail.
In your expert opinion, what's the best way to kill a devil?
Depends on the type. Ice devils hate an inferno, but that's an easy one. Orthons love projectiles. What they don't love is getting their bombs lobbed right back in their faces. Demons, on the other hand, every demon is absolutely singular. You can't ever think you've got them typed out. Sharp instincts, sharp weapons, and a knack for improvisation. That's the only way to survive them. Anyway, what were we talking about?
This isn't where I thought I'd end up. How about you?
Funny you should ask. I was just thinking about what would have become of us without that Nautiloid. I mean, I know where I'd be. Trapped in Avernus still, with the Blade of Frontiers on my tail. But what about you?
I'd be back in my home, not a care in the world.
Oh, man. Lucky you. That's the dream. Maybe when this is all done, you can show me where you came from. My family home's long gone, but I'll show you my favorite chow hall in the city, if it's still standing.
Come on, we're headed out.
Yes.
Karlach's got the best of all.
Whoops.
She speaks her mind plainly and fully. Show her due respect.
How do you know much about mind
I
flayers?
understand much beyond your comprehension. More to the point, I know the cure for our condition. It is imperative we locate a creche. You do well to observe more and question less.
Do you know what happens if we don't find a cure?
Yes, in great detail. It starts with a fever and memory loss. Then you start to hallucinate. Your hair falls out, and you bleed from every orifice. Your bones will change form. Your jaw will split to allow room for 4 great tentacles. All skin will turn to gore and be shed to reveal new flesh underneath. Then you have ceased to exist, and a mind flayer is born.
I mean, that's pretty much the same as what Gao described. A loathsome fate and one I intend to avoid.
Words forged in steel. May your actions express the same metal. We must find my kind and be rid of the parasite. It's as simple as that. The first symptoms should have long since started, though. That is what puzzles me.
You're worried we haven't changed? This is good news.
Yes, if you give it no further thought. But anomalies lead to surprises. Bad surprises. Besides, what hasn't happened may yet come to pass.
Ah, hey.
An ally fresh from the hells themselves. Our company grows stranger by the minute. And all the better for it.
What do you make of having a vampire in our camp?
We all have our burdens, one way or the other.
Alright. Devil. Our fiery friend.
Yeah?
We may have to increase our camp provisions now that we have Karlak along for the journey. Those muscles don't run on fresh air, I'll wager. Still, she'll be useful in a fight.
Yeah, she is. There's something you're not telling me, I'm sure of it.
I don't know what you mean.
Now that when we found that Selune shrine and the cave, you reacted unusually.
It's nothing, really.
Persuaded. We have to be honest with each other. What is it you're keeping from me? Okay, so, I want to get this without having to use inspiration.
It's nothing, really. You're not going to let this go, are you? You might wish you had. I worship Shah, the mistress of the night. It is my holy mission to oppose Seluna, her teachings and her followers. It hurts. Now that you have the truth, please don't make a big fuss about it.
I don't care who you worship. We have bigger problems.
True. I I didn't think you'd react so pragmatically.
I'm
Perhaps I
very
should have told you
pragmatic
sooner.
for a druid. In the future, I expect you to be honest. Now that the truth's out, tell me more.
Right. As I said, Shah is my patron, my mistress. Goddess of darkness and loss. I assume you've heard of her?
Honestly, your faith is your own concern. I won't judge one way or another, or the other.
Curious. Most are afraid of my lady. I think I did well by joining you. Most agreeable company.
Turn to other matters. I want to get to know you more,
already know my
Shadowheart.
biggest secrets. What more can you ask?
What drew you to Shar worship?
She took me in when no one else would. Without her, I wouldn't be alive. She's my mother. She nurtures me, cares for me, loves me. Don't believe the lies the Selûnites tell.
Tell me something about yourself besides Shar, besides Tadpole.
What? Besides my life's calling and the greatest problem I've ever faced? Well, I like night orchids and can't swim. Is that the sort of thing you meant?
You have to point out night orchids to me if we ever pass them.
It's a deal.
Anything else you care to
No.
share?
I can't. I mean, I literally can't. There's certain things I can't remember right now. Shah's secrets must be preserved above all else. All who worship her know this. I have had certain memories suppressed, voluntarily, so that I can serve Shah without compromising her. If I manage to return to Baldur's Gate and fulfill Shah's mission, then my memories will be restored.
You've had your memory suppressed. That seems extreme.
Of course. It is an act of faith, not to be undertaken lightly. Shah will reward me when I succeed.
Okay.
May the darkness protect you, if you're sure. Fine.
I'm sure.
Well, hello. What can I do for you? Darling. Lead on.
What a charmer.
Barbarian! Wild heart, wild magic. Yeah, but causing a random magical effect. Nah. How about a berserker?
Still alive, so that's progress.
Trust no one. Oh, for a Oh dear. Someone's left a trap out for us.
Boom. Huh.
Traps. How considerate.
Hot foot. Place is trapped.
Kiryu. Okay.
This'll be fun.
Ah, yes.
Oh dear. Someone's left a trap out for us.
Strange coin. I wonder what it's worth.
Hold on. Yeah, no. That's heavy armor.
All right. What now?
Alrighty.
How delicious.
Rock pick.
Easy.
Yeah, there's no way we might.
Have a lot on my mind and then, well, in it.
Oops.
What now?
I will ascend. You bow, or you break.
You get ass over here. Ow.
Over there.
Delicious.
Time to strike. Taste
Yeah.
Where do I go from here? Light on my feet.
Ow. Ow.
Say bye-bye.
Yeah.
Keep them guessing.
Wait!
position.
Survival is all that matters.
I'll be right back.
That's Jurgle, scribe of the dead. I didn't think anyone still worshipped him.
The inscription is in a language unknown to you.
of effort to hide one sarcophagus.
Oh, I can cast Speak with Dead with this.
Here lies the guardian of tombs. Through knowledge comes atonement.
Well, I'm prepared for a fight. Not.
So he has spoken, and so thou standest before me. Right, as always. What a curious way to awaken. Now, I have a question for thee. What is the worth of a single mortal's life?
A peaceful undead. Interesting. Why aren't you attacking me?
Because that would be senseless. Wilt thou answer my question?
Yes, ask away.
So, I ask again, what is the worth of a single mortal life?
Life's only value is at current rate. No one life is worth more than any other. We are all equal.
In death, that is so. Very well. I am satisfied. We have met, and I know thy face. We will see each other again at the proper time and place. Farewell.
So that's Withers. He...
Careful, I might.
Oh my gosh. Asterion. Were you the only one that got hit?
At least things have stayed interesting.
How long has it been?
Looks like someone wanted to bury their secrets.
This book is far lighter than it should be with such a massive log.
Smash the lock. Arcana? Alright. We're all
This book is far lighter than it should be with such a massive lock.
Okay, that was a success. Somehow I knew that was Jurgle. The statue, I mean.
This book is far lighter than it should be with such a massive lock.
There.
As the lock opens, a loose page comes with it. Magic pulses from the parchment. What was once script is now an obliterated scrawl. You have a sense these are names, a list. But of what?
Religion. Examine the book more closely. Oh, great.
Close together, but are so devastated by the scrawl as to be unreadable. Entire pantheons have dwindled and been reborn, silently recorded by this book.
Hey, good looking.
Okay. Now we go here. Look at all that blood that we wrought. Look at all that blood. Bloody murder indeed. All done.
Let's move.
There are children here, you fool!
We was running for our lives.
You led them straight to us, and you let them take the druid too? Unbelievable!
One fight just ended and now you're picking another? Relax.
Tell that to the dead at the gate.
Shut it, Horns! I'd be lying dead next to the goblins if you'd stalled any longer.
My duty is to this camp.
Oh, God forbid you risk your precious tail. But I shouldn't be surprised. Foul-bloods ain't known for courage.
You see the tiefling's jaw clench. He's about to erupt.
More violence won't bring back those you lost. Stop and think. Yay. Now I gotta roll 15. Of course I read through all my inspiration to get it.
You see the tiefling's jaw clench. He's about to erupt.
There.
You're right. There's too much at stake.
Worried about your precious hides? The both of you.
Enough! Squabbling is pointless. The goblins have found us.
At least we agree on that.
Alright.
Be on their way.
Karlak.
Time to pack. Need to leave.
Never a dull moment.
Forgive that display. Aradin's a blowhard, but that's no cause for me to join him. Thank you for your help out there. I'm Zevlor.
I'm Kiryu.
Well met. I should warn you, visitors are no longer welcome in this grove. Whatever your business, I'd see to it quickly. The druids are forcing everyone out. This attack will only strengthen their resolve.
Outsiders, perhaps, but not
Lucky
me.
you. There have been several attacks by different monsters. The druids blame us outsiders for drawing them here. Nobody's welcome anymore. They've started a ritual to cut the grove off from the world outside. We can't stay, but we'll be slaughtered if we leave. We're no fighters.
This ritual, is there no way to convince the druids to stop
I've
it?
tried. Korga, their new first druid, won't even see me. You, though? I know it's not your business, but she owes you for saving this place. Perhaps you could persuade her. For more time to prepare, if nothing else.
I'll see what I can do.
Really? We're messengers now.
We'd owe you a great debt. You'll find the druids at the heart of the grove. Please, make them see sense before more lives are lost.
See the refugees. Daughter of Darkness.
Eager for battle.
Are you already level 3? Boom. 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 Boom.
Don't burn yourself.
No one back home will ever believe this.
This is about your precious Baldur's Gate.
I care about our
on people who are as good as dead. We must leave for Baldur's Gate at once.
Can we all just take a moment, please?
What's the point in blades and spells if we don't bloody use them? We should stay. These people aren't fighters. We can help.
Or yell louder. That's fine too.
Clan is everything. You don't depend on those you swore to protect.
I made no such oath, and I will not be held responsible for these people.
Just be responsible for yourself then. We have to stay. It's the right thing to do.
Zerg. Fine. We'll stay. If we survive, it'll make for a good story, I suppose.
Thank you, Roland.
Oh look, I can level up again now. Look at that. Look at that. I am now level 3 druid. Let's see. Yeah, I'll do some create water for whenever there's fire. Oh, Asterion! How about an assassin?
I'd die if I met Eroica reeking of this place. Never get the smell out of my clothes.
Can't keep the goblins down forever. This is no fortress and we're no warriors.
Huh.
Children! Look who's here.
No will.
Again. Swing and swing and parry. And again. Swing and
Still
swing.
breathing, despite everything.
Zoru.
By Mordai's eyes. Another one. My friend's blood not enough. Come to rip me open too.
In Kresh Kalir, a formal greeting begins with a bow.
Is this monster with you?
Yes, and I suggest you do as he says. Hold on. She won't say it again. I'm sorry, Karlak.
You saw another Gith. Where?
On the road to Baldur's Gate, near the mountain pass. Saw us, for we saw it. Jammed its blade through Yul's belly, straight to the other side.
No twisting. Kin must have been in a hurry. The map. Show me. Up. You can keep your innards.
Oh, you're not going to eviscerate him? I was hoping for a show.
Cool your blood. I'll indulge you soon enough. The locals prove compliant. A useful trait.
You're a dab hand at interrogation. We might need that skill again.
A shell so thin requires little to crack it. The teethling was clear. If there are Githyanki west of here, that must be our objective. Purification cannot wait.
Did you say teething? Hold on.
I am unfamiliar with the, well, I shall not say culture. Custom, perhaps. You will educate me on matters of this Fey run.
It's Faerun. What do you mean, purification?
The creche holds the Zaithisk. It will cleanse us of the parasite. By covenant, I can say no more. Every Githyanki has held a sword by age 6, and claims their first kill by age 10. Yet these tieflings claim barely a single warrior among them. It's a wonder they've survived even this long.
Is it me, or have you been looking at me differently?
I have a confession. I was too hasty to judge you. I thought you witless, gutless, unimpressively bland.
And what about now?
Now? Well, you've earned my respect and more still. You've proven your wits. You are efficient and dominant, in and out of battle. You've proven your courage. I swear you would tear the horns off one dragon to plunge into another. And you're hardly bland. Your scent alone is enough to make my neck sweat and my hairs stand on end.
The attraction's mutual, Lae'zel.
Good. I want to taste you. Perhaps tonight, perhaps later, but I want it all the same. Do you?
Yes.
Yes. Perhaps one night soon, I will come to your bunk and take what is mine. Until that night comes, I shall keep enjoying your scent.
Here he is.
The Blade of Frontiers. Thought I'd shaken you for good after the Mind Flare ship. You just can't get enough of me, can you?
Karlach, Advocatus Diaboli, the stink of Avernus.
The Blade of Frontiers, hero of the Sword Coast. Have I got that right?
Pride of the coast, in the flesh. And you've got...
A great fire roars through you, the fire of the first hell. You are the Blade of Frontiers, racing through the wastes of Avernus. Just ahead, a diabolical figure, red skin, single-curled horn, blazes with flame, bloodied great axe held high. He chases the fiend, ignited with rancor. She is an infernal war devil, a threat to the living, evil incarnate.
Your ally's a fraud, a soldier in the Archdevil Zariel's army. Either I cut her down, or she burns the Sword Coast to ash.
I've tried to tell you, I am not what you think I am. I'm...
Another vision. Karlach's blade raised, slicing through devils, Zariel's servants, as her eyes dart around, seeking escape. The man shudders with Karlach's desperation. She is a victim of the Blood War, not an agent of it.
By Baldur's helm, No. I will not be tricked.
You saw the truth. I may be an effective soldier, but I never wanted to serve Zariel. Legged it away from her the first chance I got.
And yet you served.
Stand down. You saw what I saw. Karlach is not a danger.
The man catches his breath and his lips straighten. Sheer dread twists his face.
No! Devils cannot be trusted.
You saw Karlach's thoughts. She poses no threat to the Sword Coast.
Would you listen to sense?
Everyone
This doesn't have
approved.
to end badly. For either of us. You know monsters, right? Better than anyone. Look into my eyes. Can't you see I'm not what you think?
Shit. You really are no devil, are you? I've been deceived.
Thank the gods. Thought I was gonna have to take your head.
You would have died in the attempt. But there have been enough threats today. Truce?
I'll do you one better. Allies. We're looking to get rid of these parasites for good. And ruin some bastards' days while we're at it. Sounds like your kind of venture.
I've not grown any tentacles yet, thank Baldur. But luck won't be on our side forever. Yes, you have my blade. Your leader willing, of course.
Well, soldier, what's the word?
The more the merrier, as they say.
Hey!
Well met. And 1,000 sorries. I've pledged my life to protecting the meek from monsters. But tonight, I was the rampaging beast. I see the good in you, Karlach. I promise not to lose sight of it, even when the hells burn hottest.
The famous Blade of Frontiers in the flesh. Clever, this hero act you've got going.
Hero, Blade, names strangers gave me. My friends call me Will.
Excellent. If we ever become friends, I'll know what to call you.
You've been witness to a pantomime, I'm sorry to say. And I've played my part all too poorly.
Someone set you on Karlach's tail. I'd like to know who.
I can say only this. Karlach's not the only one who's had a villain's knife held to their throats. One night soon, when we make camp, the veil will be lifted, and I'll pay my penance.
Intriguing. A chance to see the blade squirm, perhaps?
You don't know the half of it. The Blade of Frontiers at your calling.
Tell me, Will, how did you come to be the Blade of Frontiers?
My father once said, one does not pursue a champion's life. One merely answers its call. So it was for me. I was hunting near the Cloakwood when I heard it. A child crying out from a lone farmstead. I found him in the fields, flanked by goblins. His mother's corpse blared into the soil next to him. I don't remember much of the battle, but I remember drying the boy's tears after.
What act could be finer than saving a life? You must have felt proud.
Proud? No. Angry. Angry at the monsters preying on innocents. Angry at the so-called good gods for tolerating the cruelty of the evil. Angry at myself that it took so long for me to see the coast suffering. The frontiers demanded a blade, and so I heeded.
It's nice to finally put a face to the name.
And it's nice to meet someone of your talents. Having a worm wriggling in my skull didn't instill much confidence in the days ahead. With you as my ally, the future looks a little less daunting.
I've noticed your stone eye. Did you lose it in battle?
A most vicious one, in fact. It's made from pure bloodstone, carved from the Galena Mountains just north of the Moonsea. A reminder that sometimes blood must be shed and sacrifices must be made. But that story is reserved for lifetime friends and calmer days.
I'd like to talk about
By
something
all
else.
means.
I don't suppose you've come across an expert healer in your travels.
I've come to know a fair few village clerics, but none with the skill to pull these worms from our heads. From what I understand, there's a healer called Nettie in the Grove. Perhaps she's got the talent. We should pay her a visit.
I'll think about it. Leave. Okay, so that was Will. Thank you, Crush. For the frontiers to thank you. Ah, there's Withers.
We meet again, as predicted. I shall be here in thy camp for whenever thou hast need of my services.
Not to be rude, but what are you?
There are many answers to that question. None are important.
Skeletons aren't supposed to talk.
Correct.
Are you going to explain further?
No.
You were sorting something before. What were you doing?
Beyond mortal realms, there doth exist an amalgamation of spirits akin to thine own, ensnared by the treacherous cult of the Absolute, felled in its name. They bear great discontentment with their destiny. For a mere pittance of coin, I might summon the worthiest among them to lend aid to thy undertaking.
Will these hirelings be joining me willingly?
Most willingly, forsooth. Their passions doth run deep for what hath been wrought upon them.
Do you think I can trust these cultists?
Suspicion always haunts the guilty mind. My services are all that I can proffer thee. What thou wilt do with them is for thee to undertake.
Impressive. Are there other ways you can help us?
Should thou or any of thy compatriots perish, I will cleave soul to body once more.
You mentioned the cost. What is it?
A matter of coin.
That's outrageous.
Such is life. Outrage leading to a singular end.
Alright. And now we can talk to Karlak.
Glad Will saw sense. Even more glad he decided to stick around. Takes a pretty slick mover to track down old Karlak.
I'm glad he's joined us too. Glad you two could make peace.
Same. Now, instead of a liability, I've got a friend. Or I will have soon, anyway.
Wait! Be right back. Where are you? I'm sorry about what happened to your master.
Master? Friend. I stayed with him until I knew he was gone. I'll never forget him. But I'm glad to have met you.
Pet you. Leave.
Hey, soldier.
Alright. Uh-oh.
Hell's
Well.
fire. She's coming.
Mizora.
Well, you've been naughty. And you know what happens when you're naughty.
God damn it. Anyone but her.
Just you and the 9 hells are you?
Well, you absolute stinker. You kept me a secret? Time to let the Hellcat out of the bag. Call me Mizora. I'm Will's patron, the fount of his power. My pet's been unruly, and his leash needs a yank. We had a deal, Will. But Karlak's still breathing.
I've taken more pleasant shits than you, Mizora. And at least those can be buried after.
That's no kind of talk for a lady. By the way, Karlak, Zariel sends her regards.
You told me! Devils only! She's a tiefling, not a monster!
How precious. The little pupster's found his bark.
Clause G, Section 9. Target shall be limited to the infernal, the demonic, the heartless, and the soulless.
Karlak meets the criteria, pet. Trust me on this.
You better not lay a damned finger on Karlak.
Don't you worry. That ship has long sailed the Styx.
Everyone approves.
But a defiant pup must still pay his price. To wit.
You would lose to hell.
Will burns in the fires of Avernus. The lightning storms of Dis strike his flesh. His soul passes through each layer of the hells, gaining their essence and their torment.
He now looks more like a badass.
That's better.
What the hells have you done?
A promise broken, a price paid. You know the terms.
Get used to the new form, pet.
There's no going back. Some magic even I can't undo.
Now, let's see how the frontiers fare without their precious blade.
Karlak, keep an eye on him, would you? I'll be keeping mine on you. Oh, and Will, don't forget, our pact still stands. Ta-ta.
Well,
I'll be honest, soldier. I'm reeling. Will hardly knows me, but he chose my life over his. Been a long time since someone stuck their neck out for me like that.
He's a good man, maybe the best of us.
You can say that again. When he was chasing me through Avernus, I thought he was just another sad merc. How wrong I was. Hey, soldier.
Ms. Zora said you fit the criteria for a well to hunt. What did she mean?
Help me kill those paladins of Tyr, and I'll tell you. A bit of good gossip for your good help.
You and Ms. Zora seem to know each other. How?
We were both part of Zariel's inner circle. Her by choice, me by force. In the grand scheme of things, I'm inconsequential to Zariel. Sure, I've got the engine, but I wasn't even her strongest fighter. She favored me like a child favors a captive pet. Mizora envied the attention, I suppose. I'm sure when Zariel gave her the order to hunt me down, Mizora was delighted.
I could see why you were keen to escape.
No kidding. The fighting, the chaos, the betrayal. It had the makings of a good stage show, but I did not want to be one of the players.
Do you think she'll keep coming after you?
I don't know. You'd think she'd have more important things to do. Devils and their pride.
Something's wrong. I feel... it hurts. Darkness, protect me.
What was that all about?
I don't know.
Not some sort of Sharon magic?
No. Or at least, I don't think so. Perhaps Lady Shar is testing me somehow, but if she is, then I have no idea what her purpose is.
Alright. Could it be her tadpole? How she feels?
I'm fine. It's past whatever it was. And stop looking at me like that. I'm not sprouting tentacles just yet.
There we go.
Or perhaps not.
Don't worry, whatever it is, we're in this together.
Thank you. But I'm sure it was nothing. I just need a little space. Shah's blessings upon you. Fine. What's on your mind?
You know, I was just thinking about you. Remembering our little encounter in the night.
When you tried to bite me?
The very same. It obviously put me off your neck, but now I can't help but wonder how the others taste. Not that anyone's volunteered. It's just an idle fancy.
A dangerous fancy? They're all off the menu.
Oh, you're a sweetheart. But you don't need to worry. I'm just thinking out loud. Take Gale, for example. He strikes me as someone whose blood is rich, refined, like well-aged brandy. But the Gith? What in the hells would she taste like?
I prefer a beer if it's all the same to you.
Yes. Heavens forbid we have an interesting conversation. Still, I am intrigued by the possibilities.
Could I convince you to kill some... what, that's useful?
No one's getting killed, I swear. We're just two friends talking. So, in the spirit of theoretical questions, if you had to take a bite from one of them, who would it be?
I could be tempted to try Lae'zel.
A meal that would put up a fight. An adventurous choice. Although, the more I think on it, the hungrier I get. I better go find something I can actually get my teeth into.
Good hunting.
There's nothing that tasty lurking out in the woods, but I'll make do. Sweet dreams. So, Will did the right thing, and it earned him a set of horns. Let that be a lesson to us all.
Hope you're keeping well, friend.
Pet him.
Speak.
You said I've heard your respect, so why are you rude all the
If
time?
you must know, Vlaakith requires everything of her children. I can't count how many bruises I've inflicted. Can't measure how much blood I've drawn in the Undying Queen's name. I know only blood red and death black. My mind is silver, and my body steel. I am what I must be, say what I must be, to survive every beast I face and every wound I bear.
Gods damn her, straight back to the hells. Just look at me. I did what was right, and Mazora made me pay for it. I'd be hunting devils and demons, she said. Traitors and hypocrites, heartless evils of all sorts, but not Zariel's victims. Not innocent tieflings.
Warlock pets tend to be unforgiving from what you know of them. Will was lucky he didn't face a more severe punishment.
You're lucky she didn't take your soul when she came.
I'd count my lucky stars for it, but I reckon luck is on holiday. I'm only alive because my patron still has use for me. It's Mazora who grants me the power to conjure armor and cast eldritch blasts. Before I was infected, I could even call hell beasts and summon festering clouds. But I promise you, every thrust of my blade and every flame I sparked was for the good of the coast.
What are the terms of your pact?
I can't utter the terms or circumstances of the pact. I can tell you most all else, but the pact, I'm forbidden, unless Mazora permits it. But I'll say this. The moment I pacted myself to Mazora, I have not regretted for a heartbeat. It was my proudest deed. It was worth the sacrifice. All I can give you on that is my solemn word. Well met.
How does it feel to be a devil?
It's said that anyone who bathes in the river of blood emerges as one born anew. It's a lot like that, I imagine. I feel the weight of these horns on my head, curling upwards like a mammoth's tusks. I feel these ridges snaking down my neck, not to mention a few bumps and prongs in unmentionable places. But I haven't seen my reflection just yet. Be my mirror. What do you see?
I see the blade of frontiers, no more and no less.
It's because you know the heart lurking under the horns. The people will see a curiosity, maybe even a beast hungry for their souls. But I will slay their monsters, keep them safe, and one day they will see the blade of frontiers again.
You should get out of this pack.
A possibility that's kept me awake countless nights. But I don't have a clue where to start, other than play her games and play by the rules. That's the only language devils listen to.
There must be some loophole in the contract that lets you out.
It could well be. She has the blighted thing. What I know of it is simply what has engraved itself upon my memory. My contract is very clear. I can bring Mizora no harm. She'll have to let me out of my pact willingly. The only way out is if I can out-bargain her. We're standing here with nothing but the clothes on our backs and the worms in our heads.
I just fear what she will do to us
I'm
next.
so sorry to give you another reason to sleep restlessly, but it's my burden to bear. She won't touch you unless there's something there for her to take. Don't give her so much as an inkling there might be.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
I've come to sate you and be sated. I lead, you follow.
I'm ready.
So you think. Let's see if you're right. A dragon's heart beats inside you. A dragon's blood heats your flesh. It is time I take what's mine. Close your eyes and submit.
No, you submit to me. After you. No, you submit to me. After you can take whatever you desire.
I am ready.
You awake in pain. Your back, your hands, even your tongue ache.
It's time to rise. Dawn is upon us.
Last night was wonderful. I really enjoyed myself.
Of course you did. I'm as extraordinary in bed as I am on the battlefield.
Are you satisfied as well?
My hunger is sated for now, yes. I might even lay you again, should my whims so take me. Up now. Your moment's over.
Every breath, every blink proves exhausting. A long day awaits you.
Any chance of sharing our bunk again anytime soon?
I'll consider it if I am in need of relief. Until then, I'll enjoy watching you squirm from the anticipation of it.
Alright, time to speak to Scrap.
Hope you're keeping well, friend.
Gonna pet him. Oh. Hey, what you gotta say?
There's something I want to talk to you about. Something important.
Well, now I'm intrigued to continue.
I could have died in that pod, back on the Nautiloid. You could have died, spending precious moments trying to free me, but you did it anyway. I owe you my life. I'm trying to say that you've earned my trust in a way very few ever have. I want that to mean something. I want you to know more about me, at least from what I can remember. As long as I've prayed to Lady Shah, I've wished to serve her as a Dark Justiciar. There is scarcely a greater way to fully dedicate yourself to Lady Shah, save perhaps if you become the head of her church. To become a Dark Justiciar is to become the Night Singer's sword arm, her implement with which she will cast down the unbelievers and win the final battle to restore her perfect, endless darkness. It's all I ever wanted. I prayed it was my calling. But Mother forbid me from seeking to prove myself worthy of the rank. She said I was not ready. Not my mother, I should add. The Mother Superior, head of Lady Shah's enclave in Baldur's Gate. Sometimes I wonder if she would ever deem me ready. I owe her everything, and I only wish to serve, yet she can prove inscrutable.
Do you think she'll ever relent and make you a Dark Justiciar?
I don't know. Perhaps if I succeed in my mission and reach Baldur's Gate. Hope has little place amongst Lady Shah's children. It's an illusion, a distraction. But for this, I hope my time will yet come.
Alright. Thank you for sharing. Okay, so, that's where we're gonna end it for today. Thank you for watching. If you're watching on Twitch, don't forget to, follow, subscribe. Subscribe and click the bell to join the notification squad. Peace out.